Leading negotiations and handling difficult situations. When you are ready for business, you will, even with genuine relationship to clients, customers and employees, sometimes have to lead negotiations, have difficult decisions to make, give someone a negative feedback, convey bad news or make clear that you disagree. To improve your skills in this field, NLP offers a couple of guidelines. Negotiations. The reason you negotiate is to produce something better than the results you can obtain without negotiating. In preparation for any negotiation, you can ask yourself what would be a good outcome and how would the best results look like. These questions connect you with your values. For a fine-tuning, a simple checklist may help before starting a negotiation within a bigger circle. It works whether you search an employee or you have to solve a complex problem like an environmental conflict. Checklist. Set up a frame of what you want to achieve. Work towards an agreement. Pay attention to the seating order. It is a metaphor for the relationship between the parties. Present the negotiations as a common problem. Visualize it. Focus on the essential. Critically examine each contribution in its importance for the solution. Repeat essential points word for word to summarize the progress, to keep up the rapport, and to test the agreement. Inquire about possibilities by questions like, if this or that should happen, what would we do then? Open up possibilities by questions like, what would have to happen for this or that to become possible? If a participant makes a suggestion, don't come up with a counter-suggestion at once. This would make him least interested in an offer. You should rather discuss his suggestion first. Formulate questions instead of statements. It is better if the other person himself or herself recognizes the weakness of his or her position with the help of your questions. Thus, you needn't point it out to him or her. In order to direct the attention to the detail, ask and talk unambiguously. May I ask a question here? Or, I would like to address the following point. Support your position with one powerful argument, not many less powerful ones. A chain is as strong as its weakest link. Play the devil's advocate to test an agreement. I'm not sure if we agree on this point. Important. According to the NLP philosophy, a win-win situation is the only real choice in negotiations. Win-win is the process of evaluating actions or potential actions and determining if they are acceptable for all parties involved. Win-win is based on the belief that human interactions are cooperative rather than competitive. If you aim for win-win as the only choice, you have a different approach than you may have experienced in the field of business before. As the concept of win-win is easy to understand, the application is sometimes not. How do you know when something is a win for someone else? Many times people agree to a solution believing that it is a win for them, but they do not realize that they accepted a losing proposition. This is often a result not being directly in touch with their core values. Supplementing win-win mentality is more than take responsibility for an agreement. You have to take responsibility that all the information needed is flushed out and that the solution is really the win-win for everyone. With this mindset, you take responsibility for ensuring that you avoid win-lose agreements in your life, even if the other people are willing to settle for a losing agreement. If this approach seems too idealistic for you or does not correspond with your philosophy, there are many other strategies you can use. One of them is BATNA, Best Alternative to a Negotiated Agreement, developed for any situation that calls for negotiations, from buying a rug to resolving complex conflicts. It is not your ideal outcome. It is the best you can do without others. Your BATNA can protect you from accepting terms that are too unfavorable and from rejecting terms it would be in your interest to accept. A simple 3-step process suggests: develop a list of actions to take if no agreement is reached. Convert the most promising ideas into practical options, and tentatively select the option that seems best. Summary conclusion. You have a guideline at your fingertips to lead you through every negotiation. You learned more about the basic values of NLP.